بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين. We welcome our Imam and resident scholar Sheikh Nuh, and I also welcome the Shura members and the Amir who are representing the Shura, and also the teachers who are on to my left, and the parents who also came to this meeting. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward all of you. Ameen. So this is just to bring you up to speed, with Al-Wasatiyyah Islamic School. So this is the lesson plan that we have that we went over with, the Sheikh and our Imam and resident scholar Sheikh Nuh. So we've been revamping it, until yesterday, walillahi alhamdu, we're able to get to the stage that is pleasing. And this is what we wanted to share with you, inshaAllah ta'ala. So welcome to Al-Wasatiyyah Islamic School Parents Meeting. May Allah reward you in dunya and reward you in akhirah. So the lesson plan, this is just the overview and the purpose. And this will be made available, and since we're short in time, that's why we're just going to go through it quickly. Students will embark on an educational journey to comprehend the Islamic concept of the sublime character, along with its associated ethical expectations. So the first thing that we really focus on when it comes to Al-Wasatiyyah Islamic School, the first and foremost before anything, is the mastery of the sublime character. We would like to take you through what is called khuluqun azim. Your teachers and I, we talked about this khuluqun azim before, and we said it's something that we will introduce and make sure for the next 7 weeks we go over khuluqun azim. Khuluqun azim means the sublime character. What is khuluqun azim? A sublime character, because what shapes your life and regulates a person whose life is decent, pleasing to Allah, is not his wealth, it's not your money, it's not your look, it's not who you are. Rather, it is your khuluqun azim, your sublime character. Because all the prophets and messengers went through that khuluqun azim, and the best of them all is our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's why Allah said, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. Verily you, the Prophet of Allah, the seal of them all, you are upon the sublime character. This is not good behavior, good morals. Non-Muslims may possess good morals. And you may say that, well, this non-Muslim, they even behave better than some Muslims. You may say that, but a non-Muslim cannot possess that sublime character because this is divine. And all the prophets went through that, and the messengers went through that, and that's why the prophet took the companions through it before he started teaching them. So at Al-Wasatiyyah Islamic School, this is what we begin with. And this has to come through collaboration with the parents. This course is also designed and tailored to be for parents as well. Abu Bakr missed some portion of khuluqin azim and Allah reprimanded him. Umar likewise, and Allah censured him. So if Abu Bakr and Umar both missed the point of khuluqin azim, and Ibn Abi Mulaika said they almost were ruined, and they were almost losing, or they were about to lose all what they've done in the religion due to missing a component of khuluqin azim, the sublime character. So if Abu Bakr missed it, I don't think there is any teacher or scholar that will be above that. If Umar has missed it, I don't believe that there is any parent who's above that. So together, as we are teaching the children, we want to make sure that the parents are also getting some. So we will discuss that, inshallah, with the teachers, the staff, the shura of Al-Wasatiyyah Wal-I'tidaal, along with the seal of the leadership, from our end, Sheikh Nuh and all of us, and the shura, to make sure that we pass that. So please bear in mind that this khuluqin azim parents are also included. And we, the teachers, we are also included. And we will run that, inshallah, how we're going to execute it. Because it's very, very unwelcoming that students are learning this and then they see contrary of that when they get home. Actually, this that we are talking about has traveled across the world, not only here. It's just that now we are being exposed to khuluqin azim, but this had traveled, this book that we're sharing with you, had traveled the world.
You told me this so many times. Go, just read the ones that are not there. It should stick out to you. Okay, what was your first one? Remember
Is it not Mr.
No. Your first one's dangerous and daft, yes? Yes. What was your second one? No.
Yes!
Okay.
17, 18.
17 was mine. Yeah, 17, 18 was Okay, this was mine. And I'll do Muhammad's one. So I'll tell you guys which one it is. 5. What patience? And full number 3. Bismillah.
Hey, wait.
Okay, boys, all together at the finish line, please. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Takbir! Takbir! Takbir!
The next move after mastering khuluqin azim, and secondly, learning Arabic in a traditional way, and tajweed likewise. If not, one may learn Arabic because the style of learning Arabic today is that I master the vocabularies and I know the words, but I cannot communicate. I can't speak freely. So when a person begins to speak, you will have a lot of yani in his statement. So this is what we call yani Arabic, because a person has to think what is it that he has to say. So in learning the traditional way, it secures your children's ability to read, write, and converse. The same thing with tajweed, which serves as foundational elements for reading, memorizing, and comprehending the Holy Quran. The next thing that we will do, inshallah ta'ala, is that our students we will examine, or they themselves will be taught to examine the Islamic creed. Because aqidah, once you get the khuluqun azim tight, and you get the Arabic and tajweed, there's nothing far more important for one to focus on than aqidah. The aqidah means creed. Mentioned to the Amir of the Shura to make sure that the Shura get to visit this, and that's what we're going to place also for the parents. And if you recall, since we have actually 3 members of the Shura here and listening, if you recall, back maybe 2010, 2011, when we used to have the parents, halaqa, all coming in tow, that's what we're going to revisit and bring back so that we can run through this as well. And it does not matter the number. Because at the end of the day, you have only one Muhammadur Rasulullah. At the end of the day, you have only one Abu Bakr. Many Abu Bakr, but one stands to be the best. At the end of the day, you have only one Umar. So it does not matter the number. Number matters not to us. And it does not matter to Allah either. Muslims at the very beginning were only 300, but they conquered the world. So it's not about how many students we have. It's about how many students that will represent this deen that we are preparing. That's our focus. So if we have the whole building from Cap Street all the way to Island packed with students, but none is representing, then we're doing nothing. And we all know forever, quality will govern quantity. So this is what we talked about, the framework in alignment with an Islamic worldview. It's not about, I'm a Muslim, I only care about myself and my family. La la la, kalla wallah. I'm like, who are the 9 justices of America? 0 answer. I said, well, we have 9 justices. 3 of them are what? Catholics, and 6 of them are Jews. Some of you have heard at least about Stephen Breyer. If not, Stephen Breyer is actually retired justice of this nation, 86 years old. He made it clear that, since I've been justice of this nation, I always associate with me and I put in my pocket the Constitution of America because I don't have it memorized. And none of us actually does. So whenever I have a code, I make sure I have copies. Not even him. Even the Chief Justice himself doesn't have it. And the Constitution of America, it's not even more than Surah, it's not even longer than Surah Al-Kawthar to bi Rabbin Nas. So if we Muslims have memorized back to back the entire Quran, 604 pages, What do you think of 7 articles? We can do that. And imagine if we have that and started, by the time you realize in 10, 20 years, we get a justice sitting over there. Because the world, seeing that, okay, you know what? Even Joseph has to be replaced because he's been there for long and there's nothing much. But in any case, we don't want to politicize this meeting, but this is just the world overview that we are talking about. That is not just about us. When Allah said we're placing Khalifa on earth, He was talking about our father Adam. The one that is sitting as a justice is not upon the same creed as Abuna Adam. So we have to also take a lead in that. So the weekend school, so educated and personnel are mandated to arrive by 8:45. So the teachers, we asked to please arrive by 8:45. Prophet Musa, when he was meeting Allah, Allah asked him, where are your followers? Why did you come early? He said, I came before them so that you will be pleased with me. ما أعجلك عن قومك يا موسى قال هم أولئك على أثري. They behind coming. وعجلت إليك ربي لترضى. But I'm already here so that I please what? For you to be pleased with me. So as a teacher, I try to be there before my students. So please try your best. Parents, for your own children to be here by 8:55. 9 o'clock we start the adhkar. 9 o'clock we start the adhkar. And alhamdulillah, we have the security to be able to monitor the doors. Just in case something is going on, we have outside, they're taking care of the kids and also driving the traffic and how to park and how to do it so that we do not clutter the road as we're coming in. And all gates will be securely shut by 9 o'clock. If you come after that, you will have to reach out to the admin for the door to be open. This is for the safety of those who are inside as well as those who are coming. Because we can't leave it open before the grandson of Jeffrey Dahmer will come do his own thing on us. We can't afford that. Or before George Zimmerman and his own crew will come do on us what they did. So appropriate Islamic attire is essential for both boys. We have white thobe. Your child, if you have a boy, make sure that he's coming in with nice white thobe. If we see that they do not care about that, there may be some disciplinary issue involved in that, and that will come from the admin. And in all, is to make your child better. The girls will have black abaya and hijab. So please, let's maintain that. Students and participants are required to bring a notebook. At least a child should not come without having something to write. Must be some utensil of learning with them. And then number 3, each student is required to possess a mushaf. Get a mushaf, a Quran for them, and khuluqan azim book, commonly known as KA, which is khuluqan azim, the sublime character. And we call it khuluqan azim more than the sublime character because that's how Allah titled it. Noon wal qalami wa ma yasturun ma anta bi ni'mati rabbika bimajnun wa inna laka la ajran ghayra mamnun wa innaka la ala khuluqin azim. That's why we call it khuluqun azim fi ta'amul an-nabiy al-kareem, the sublime character of the noble prophet, peace of Almighty forever be upon him. Number 4, those books will be for their personal utilization. Number 4, students at Qa'id al-Nuraniyah, those who are learning how to read and begin and what have you, will be provided with lesson books, inshallah, which will be distributed accordingly. 5, the KA, which is Khuluqan Azim, and the ARS, Arabic ridiculously simplified, books must be returned to Al-Wasatiyyah Islamic School because these books are reserved as Al-Wasatiyyah property. So at the end of the semester, they are required to return them. And in case they beat the book up until the books start to tear apart, then there must be a replacement of that. And the parents will be responsible, inshallah ta'ala, for replacing that book. Chain of command. Understanding the organization structure is essential to ensure effective communication and collaboration. So it's important to know who to talk to. Because sometimes a person will come and say, I don't know, I need this. Okay, as a parent, who to talk to. So just to make it clear so that you know who to collaborate and talk to. So 1, Ukasha Kameni in relation to organization, vision, mission, as well as curriculum provision. This is the responsibility of Ukasha Kameni. 2, Sheikh Nuh, our resident scholar, Imam Nuh Abdullah, oversees the classes and instructs the educators as well. He may pop up, okay, if you need something, or maybe let's switch this from this to that. That's his, obligations. So in case you see him coming in the classroom from time to time, it's because of that, just to make sure that things are going. Because with the degree he has, Allah has qualified him, walillahi alhamdu wal minna, to be able to be at that level. Because if one of us prospers, that means we are all, prosperous. If one of us fails, we are all part of that failure. Number two, that's two. Number three, we have Brother Salif. May Allah bless him, who assumes a significant position within the admin, applying his expertise and commitment to the team. So when it comes to the administration issue, for the male, parents, please try your best. Whatever that you have that you want to share or you want to ask about admin, please reach out to him, and he will be able to handle it and then pass it to the team. Anything that is administration or administrative related, please try to see our brother Salif. And from the sister side, the parents, if you have anything from your end, Sister Khadija takes an essential administrative role as well, and she is here for that part. Number 5, Al-Wasatiyyah Shura Council periodically reviews the school's progress and offer constructive feedback. Our educators, the male educators, Barakallahu fihim, may Allah bless them all. So we have our resident scholar, Sheikh Nuh Abdullah. His field is Islamic studies, and he teaches also the teachers or train them periodically. And then number 2, you have Ukasha Kameni. When it comes to KA, ARS, lead teacher. And then number 3, we have Sheikh Yahya occasionally, will also come and instruct. The former imam will be periodically just checking, bi-idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala, because a person's effort, no matter what had transpired, it's not to be ignored if he or she has something to still offer. This is just part of khuluq azim, whether I like it or not. This is how Islam gave it. And then we have Ustad Yasir Abu Yusra. And then we have Hafidh Umar Bari, who is not here today, but inshallah will be. Those are the ones that we, along with them teaching, we are also helping and teaching them as well. And Allah has blessed him to finish Quran with all the 10 qira'at from Egypt. So we are also helping him to be able to get that secured to pass it on to our children when it's time. It's not time for that yet because it requires a lot to get to that level. And then we have Hafidh Jibreel, who is right now attending the students while we are conducting this meeting, and he's a Quran teacher. And we have also Hafidh, Faza, he's with us sitting right here. Jazahullah khairan. And Allah has blessed him to win the Quran competition in the whole Quran here in Philadelphia. May Allah bless him for that. And then we have the educators of female students. We have Sister Aliyah, Barakallahu fiha, Qa'ida is what she master for the students. And then we have Quran, she teaches that, and the Arabic as well. And then we have Sister Sasha Ndao, will also be helping with the KA, Khuluqin Azim. And then we have Sister Sausan, bi'idhnillah, the same thing with Qa'ida, Quran, and the Arabic. And then we have our sister Khadija, she is an admin. So when it comes to your engagement as parents, it's advisable to dispatch weekly reminders. It is advisable to dispatch weekly reminders to the parents. We are hoping to have a delightful field trip. This is something that Brother Salif can tell you about when we went to the Blue House. White House, sorry about that. When we went to the White House, when was that at?
That was like
2012? 2012, we went to White House. You can just look at it, just watch it on YouTube to even see how it is. Words won't be sufficient, and the children loved it. And because during this trip, they get to meet other students, and they get to also see universities and learn from. So we used to do that with Al-Wasatiyyah School, and it's something that we would like to, bring back, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So this is what I wanted to share with you.
Jazakumullahu khairan, Sheikh Okasha, for this elaboration and shedding light for what we need. And may Allah reward you, parents, for taking time out of the busy schedule to be here. This is very important, And if this indicates anything, it does indicate that you care about the well-being of your children. Because, I know we have many parents, but only few of you show up. We appreciate that. Inshallah, in order for us to be successful, we have to work together, from all angles. The students have to play their role. Parents have to play their role. Teachers also have to play their role. And my advice to the teachers and the parents, please let us try to make sure that we come on time, because time is very, very important. If we did not start well, then the ending is not going to be well. But if we start well, then the ending will be well. And also let us try to renew our intention. Know that you're coming here for the sake of hope. Allah, whatever you're doing, you're not doing it for anything. You're doing it just to seek the pleasure of Allah. And whatever you are teaching the children is going to be sadaqah jariyah for you. It's going to be sadaqah jariyah for you. And therefore, if you know that you're doing this to please Allah, you want to make sure that you come on time. You spend whatever you can, your energy, your time, patience, all of that to give it to the children. Because one day we will die. Wallahi, however much money you accumulate, it's not going to benefit you. What you teach your children is what will benefit you. Like some people say, it's an opportunity for me to teach every child Al-Fatiha. Because they're going to read Fatiha for the rest of their, as long as they pray, they're going to read what? And whenever they recite Fatiha, the reward is going to go to your skill of good deeds. So we have to think like that. We have to think smart. That's all that I can say. Jazakumullah khairan.
Alhamdulillah.
And inshallah, we're working hard. And we're going to have more meetings and work together so that we will all be successful, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.
Barakallahu feek, Shaykh. Hayyakum Allah. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum. So, if there's any question from the parents, please, it's time for you to do that now. And if any from the admin, Brother Leaf, Sister Khadija, if you have something to add before we take questions from them, we will move to the teachers if they have something to add, inshallah. You have anything?
For the applications.
Okay. Okay. So from the admin side, they are focusing on the application. So please, if you have filled your application, return it to them. If you know a family that is willing to do that, we already appointed those who are in charge of that. May Allah bless them for the school. Ameen.